What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Got a great video for you guys today from Lin Wood. Always pumped to share about him. Before we jump into this video, just wanted to let you guys know we have all our channels linked in the description below. So if you could go subscribe to all of those, that will help us out a ton because we never really know where we can and can't post. So if you could do that, we're very appreciative of that. And let's dive in. President Trump gives a person every opportunity to do the right thing before he plays his hand. Read The Art of the Deal. The president gave Georgia Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene a huge shout out at a rally in Alabama recently. It is time for Marjorie to fight for Trump and start crisscrossing the state of Georgia, demanding certain things to happen there. I would say Marjorie's been a fighter. I wouldn't call her not a fighter. She's called for just about everything she can. Marjorie owes that effort to President Trump, to her fellow Georgia citizens, and to our country. I bet Georgians will write and call Marjorie to convey their feelings to her about Georgia. Put the weights down, Marjorie, and start lifting up Georgia citizens by fixing 2020. P.S. I bet Georgia would even let Matt Gaetz travel with you, Marjorie, and you can finance your efforts with all that money you have been raising from the multitude of solicitation emails you've been sending since you got elected to Congress. What a deal. If any of you guys, I'm laughing so hard at that because it's a ton of emails, it really is. I mean, I wouldn't say I guess it's really all that different from most politicians. If you subscribe to their email list, like I'm on Marjorie's, mainly because I was trying to win that pistol she was giving away a while ago. It actually cracks me up, and it's like a lot of the same, subject lines, just to, I don't know, it's just funny to me that he said that, because I've thought that a lot. Go for it, Marjorie. Pump up your efforts for Trump. Just saying. Sometimes I think my memory is better at 68 than it was years ago, but I have to admit, I am not sure I remember what Matt Gaetz has been saying in all of his nationwide speeches on his American First tour with Marjorie Taylor Greene. Has Matt been demanding anything? Has he ever even uttered a word demanding anything? Interesting. So he went on also to say this. To my former fellow citizens of Georgia, I still have Georgia on my mind. I have lived in Georgia for 65 years before moving my residence to the great state of South Carolina in February of this year. I hate that Georgia has been taken over by people like Brian Kemp and Brad Raffensperger. Believe me, he said it a lot differently than that. I also believe Vernon Jones is a career politician and a rhino Republican, so old Vernon is not the choice. Plus, Vernon has too many skeletons still hiding in his closet. I wholeheartedly support God-fearing Candace Taylor for governor of Georgia in 2022. I'm planning to attend one of 2 Georgia rallies for Candace in the next 30 to 45 days. I will be speaking in support of her. Details to be announced soon. Marjorie Taylor Greene, maybe Marjorie Taylor Greene will join me at the rallies. Surely Marjorie wants to fix things, and I would be shocked if she supports Kemp or Vernon. We shall see. Stay tuned. P.S. And old commie Brian thought he had heard the last from me when I moved to South Carolina. Not. Can we have the conversation before midnight on Monday, Stu? At some point I have to get some rest. I don't even know what that's referring to. Always looking forward to have a conversation with you, Stu. Thanks. Huh. Interesting, interesting stuff from Lin Wood. He's always a little tense, but it's really more of digs. He takes very witty digs. But a few things. A while back I've been a big Matt Gaetz fan for a while, but I shared how I went to the America First rally and I was kind of bothered by a few things that they had said. And one of the things that really bothered me was they made this kind of idea that there was Antifa and BLM outside. And it really bothered me because there wasn't. I went outside. I left the event 15 minutes early and no one was out there. At one point I had taken a break and walking around, no one was out there. And for all I know, and I said this in that original video too, some media person told them to say that and they really didn't know that no one was out there, but it still bothered me a lot. And I have been wondering things like that. I'm like, man, there's a lot of people that, have really benefited from being very pro-Trump and pro-Trump stuff. And Lin Wood's brought up a good point. I haven't heard Matt Gaetz mention anything about that in a long time. And like I said, I've always been a big fan, but that does bother me. because I don't want you to capitalize on my support just to then ditch the things that I stand for and value. You didn't once upon a time stand for the things I value, now don't, and think you're going to maintain my support. And so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and keep watching, but I thought that was a very good point. Anyways, let's wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Check out those channels linked in the description below. Stay safe out there more than anything, and stay tuned for more updates.